What's going on, guys? Tyler here. Today I'm going to do a quick little guide on how to make a fishing skill on your Warcraft 3 map. Here I have just a little bit of terrain that I made, nothing too fancy. I'm going to show you how it works and then show you the triggering and then show you how to do it yourself. Alright, so you're in game, you have a fishing pole in your inventory, you click, you catch a fish, but it's not 100%. Because you do not manage to catch any fish. Catch another one. Do not manage to catch any fish. And if you're not in the water, this is a cool feature. It says you need to be near water to use this item. Okay, so here's what the trigger looks like. So if you know how triggers work, then you can go ahead and pause this video and just copy everything to look just like this. But if you don't know how this works, then I'm going to explain it step by step. First things first, you're going to want to have your terrain, and you're going to want to set up a region. For here, it's not really a good shape, so I put up 2 regions. Then you're going to want to go up to the top right here and open the object editor. From here, you're going to want to make a custom item. I like to use Tome of Experience level 2 power up right down here. And name it fishing pole, and since I already have one, I'm just going to name this one 2. Now you're going to want to delete its ability, go down to the icon and change that to whatever you want. I like to use ironwood branch because that looks fishing pole-ish. The model used, that doesn't really matter. Cooldown group, you can keep all that fine. Classification, permanent. You can change all the description. A fishing pole used for fishing fish, and all that. None of that really matters unless you want it to sell. Stock maximums, how many they have in the shop. You can put 100. How many like replenishment integers, so like every second, set it to 1, so every second it'll replenish. So if you buy one, it'll be right back. Perishable, make that false. Level 0. Hit points, I don't like my items to be able to be destroyable, so I just do like 50, 500, I don't know, something like that. Gold costs, then again, like this only matters if you want it to be sold in a shop. If you don't, then you can just make this whatever you want. I'm going to put 0. Dropped when carried, false. Can be sold to merchant, sure. Can be sold by merchant. This is what you want to do if you do want it to be able to be sold. And that looks good for here. Sure, I didn't forget anything. Number of charges, put that at 0. And actively used, make sure that's set to true. Now we're going to want to go to abilities. You're going to want to create a new custom ability for fishing, and I like to use Battle Roar. Just name that fishing, and since I already have it, I'm going to name mine fishing 2. Alright, for Artcaster, I don't think you need a model, but if you really want to, you can see over here on the side it shows you what it looks like, and you can just add a model that'll be on your caster, like what it looks like. I think on mine I used this one, Blighted Gold. It goes right below your feet. And you can change that all to the icon. You can make that ironwood branch items. Copy and paste that. Alright, now you're going to want to do levels 0, buffs. You're going to delete this buff, that's important. Area of effect, none of this is too important. You're just going to, for me, I'll just set it to 1. Race, I like to make it human, so it's easy to find. Required level 1. Check dependent, I think that doesn't really matter. Targets allowed, I'm just going to go ahead and remove all of these so it's anything. Here you need item ability checked, hero ability you can uncheck or check, it doesn't matter for hero. Alright. Duration hero, for mine I put 3 seconds. Cooldown, I wanted it to be 3 seconds as well. And that looks pretty good. Now we go over to buff effects, create new custom buff. You're going to scroll down to the R's and find roar. Name that fishing, and for me I'm going to name it fishing 2 again since I already have fishing. Is an effect true? Race. See, this doesn't really matter, but I'm going to put human because for me it's easier to find. Attachment, I don't like it to be overhead. Target, you can just delete that, or you can add another, like I said, it's a model, it's what it looks like below your feet. Abilities, and you can see this is what it's going to look like on your character on the side over here, all these to go through. But for me, I'm just going to leave that blank. Icon, you want to change that to the ironwood branch or whatever. I'm looking in the wrong place. Items. Here we go. ABCDEFG. I know. Pretty bad. Alright. And that looks good. So we're going to go abilities. Fishing 2 that we just created. Go down to where it says... where is it? Okay, you want to go to buffs, and you're going to want to add buff and find the one that we just created. I'm having some sort of glitch. I don't see fishing that I just created, but it should be there, so I'm just gonna copy and paste from the one that I had right here. Now we're gonna go back to items, to the fishing pole we just created, go up to abilities, add ability, custom, item, and then fishing is the one that we just created. Now that that's all set up, we're gonna go to the trigger part. So open the trigger editor, and we're going to do, oops, undo that. We're going to do a new trigger, name it fishing or cast fishing, or whatever that works for you. New event, unit, generic unit event, a unit, and then you're going to want to use our unit uses an item. So I'm going to go to conditions, item type comparison, item type of item being manipulated equal to, and then scroll down to the item you just created, the fishing pole. New action, you want to do if then else multiple functions. New condition, Boolean comparison. Go to unit and region. Playable map area, select region contains triggering unit equal to true. Then action. And you're going to do if then else multiple functions. Alright, here's where we're going to have to go up to this X, which is variables, and create a new variable, and we're going to name it fishing. Variable type is going to be it's going to be integer right here, array, and hit OK. I'm just going to hit cancel because I already have one. Under then actions, before the if all conditions are true, you're going to want to do set variable we just created, 1 to math random number between 1 and, for me I did 100. We're going to want to go to new condition, integer comparison, up to the one we just created, fishing, under variable 1 equal to, I put greater than or equal to for mine, and I did 50, so you have a 50-50 chance of catching a fish. Then action, we're going to want to go to hero, create item for hero. It'll say create blank item and give to triggering unit. You're going to change triggering unit to hero manipulating item and make the item a fish, which you're going to have to make your own custom fish. I forgot to go over that. I'll do that at the end of the video. Else action, you're going to want to do game text message auto timed display to convert player to player group, owner of unit, and then change triggering unit to hero manipulating item. So this displays a message to the owner of the hero that's using the fishing pole. You did not manage to catch any fish. Alright, and you want to copy this, paste it down here, which if this is below this if condition, which means if region OOGen contains triggering unit equal to true, which means you're not in that region, you're going to want it to say you need to be near water to use your fishing pole. Or, you know, whatever you want it to say. It's really all up to you. You're also going to want it to say do nothing, which is just okay. And there you have it. And if you want to know how to make an item for fish to actually give, just new custom item, anything works. If you want your fish to be edible, use item base that's consumable, like a potion. If you don't want it to, then use anything. I like to use shimmering weed. I don't want my fish to be edible, just sellable or cookable, and cooking will be in my next tutorial. So you're going to want to name it fish, interface icon, find one that fits you. I'm just going to keep it at shimmer weed for now. And you're going to want to make sure actively used false, perishable false, and then like for me, I want it to be able to sell for 500 gold to the shop, so I'm going to set it at 1,000 gold, which it sells for half of. And there you go. You're just going to want to go back to your trigger editor and then create fish. This is where you're going to add the item that you just created right here. And that's how you do it. Hope this helped you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share the video, subscribe, and don't miss out on any of our future guides. I'm Tyler, and peace out.